Let's talk about deployment. Software development includes all the steps, processes, and activities that are required to make a software system available to its intended users. Today, most IT organizations and software developers deploy new applications with combination of manual and automated processes. We will do it with Heroku. This platform is flexible and easy to use, offering developers the simplest path to getting their apps to the market. Heroku lets you deploy, run, and manage applications written in Ruby, Node.js, Java, Python, Scala, Go, and PHP. An application is a collection of source code and some dependency description, which is needed in order to build and run the application. Dependency mechanisms vary across languages. In Python we use a requirement.txt. You don't need to make any changes to an application in order to run it on Heroku. One requirement is informing the platform as to which parts of your application are enabled. You do this in text file named procfile. Each line declares a process type and named command that can be executed against your application. Git is a powerful distributed version control system that many developers use to manage and version source code. The Heroku platform uses Git as the primary means for deploying applications. When you create an application on Heroku, it associates a new Git remote, typically named Heroku, with a local Git repository for your application. As a result, deploying code is just the familiar Git push, but to Heroku remote instead. All Heroku applications run in collection of lightweight Linux containers called DINOs. Web DINOs are DINOs of the web process type that is defined in your proc file. Only web DINOs receive HTTP traffic from the routers. Worker DINOs can be of any process type other than web. Worker DINOs are typically used for background jobs, quiz systems, and timed jobs. You can have multiple kinds of worker DINOs in your application. One-off DINOs are temporary DINOs that can run detached, or with their input-output attached to your local terminal. They can be used to handle administrative tasks, such as database migration and console session. Once a web or worker DINO is started, the DINO information of your app will change. Heroku will continue to maintain the DINO information until you change it. One-off DINOs, on the other hand, are only expected to run a short-lived command and then exit, not affecting your DINO formation. Heroku executes application by running a command you specified in the proc file on a DINO that has been preloaded with your prepared application. Generally, if you deploy an application for the first time, Heroku will run one web DINO automatically. Applications that use free DINO type will sleep after 30 minutes of inactivity. Scaling to multiple web DINOs or different DINO type will avoid this. Now let's go through basic Heroku functionality. First is configuration variables. An application configuration is everything that is likely to vary between environments. For example, staging, production, developer environments. This includes backend services such as databases, credentials, or environment variables that provide some specific information to your application. Heroku lets you run your application with a customizable configuration. The configuration sits outside of your application code and can be changed independently of it. The first image shows you how config variables look like. Next functionality is add-ons. Applications typically make use of add-ons to provide backend services such as databases, queue and cache systems, storage, email services, and more. Add-ons are provided as services by Heroku and third parties. There is a large marketplace of add-ons you can choose from. Logging and monitoring. Heroku treats logs as stream of timestamp events and collates the stream of logs produced from all the processes in all DINOs. Logs are gathered into Logplex, a high-performance real-time system for log delivery. It's easy to examine the logs across all the platform components and dynos. On the slide you can see the example of logs. In further videos we will check all features in more detail.